Okay, let's start. Our topic is about employing techniques in speech delivery. We will talk about 3 M's in order for you to remember right away what we talked about or what we have discussed this morning. Remember 3 M's instead of M&M's, no, which is a very familiar chocolate product and kuansa, very timely. It's Valentine's. Probably some of you or all of you would receive something today, something sweet. So at least you will remember this, the chocolate M&M. Pero in our discussion, it's gonna be 3 M's, M&M. Okay, so let me open the PowerPoint first. Do you see the screen now? Is it flashing? Is it presented na? Okay. Alright, sige. So, employing techniques in speech presentation. So, the 3 M's are mode, matter, and manner. The mode, this is very familiar to you because we have discussed this already. We discussed this and therefore you can just revisit the discussion or the material I already uploaded in the classroom. Remember, the topic was communication in various purposes, I guess. So, kato, communication in various purposes, we tackled the mode. So, at least, it's not gonna be hard for you. Kaya you have this already. You've learned about this. So, now, ato lang is at least ma-review mo, ma-reminded mo on what the modes are in presenting a speech or delivering a speech. Okay, so the modes, there are 4 modes. Kani maka-remember again mo ani. If you remember, di ba, manuscript, memorize, impromptu, ana. So those the methods in delivering. Sa tuang previous lesson, it's called kinds of speech according to delivery. Okay, so the manuscript, I will just go through this shortly and quickly. Mura lang ni sort of reminder or recalling, simple recall lang, no? So the manuscript, if you want to do this, you may. Manuscript is simply reading your script. But I don't want you to be delivering your message, looking at your script all the time, magduko mo. I want you to look at the camera, whatever you will be using, may it be phone or other modes or kanang basta other kinds of camera, as you record or as you videotape yourself delivering your message. Wait ha. Okay, I'm sorry for that kay nangita kog angle kung asa ibutang ang ako ang phone to record. Okay, so again, manuscript is simply reading. And as what I have discussed earlier, or as what I have mentioned earlier, you may do manuscript style, but make sure you will not be holding your paper all the time, or you will not be holding your paper rather, and be looking at it. I want you to just look at the camera that you will be using, and probably ang inyuhang script nara in front of you beside the camera, para you will still be looking at the camera, seems to establish eye-to-eye contact on your audience. Since this is recorded, this is videotaped, so please do so as if you are really talking to an audience in front of you. So make sure na you will pull it off properly. I will show you. I don't know if I've shown you the example before. Have I showed you an example na kanang I was delivering a message doing manuscript style? Because kato no, so because I remember, yeah, I was talking about hope, mangani siguro to, di ba? I remember magod presenting or showing that example to one class only. So I guess kamo gyud ito nga class. So kato siya nga style. I was reading that. I wasn't memorizing. But I was looking at the camera because ang kuan sad adto, ang ako asang prompter or ang akong script was flashed in front of me using a monitor. So it's easier for me to look at the camera even though my eyes were really moving from left to right because I was reading. Pero at least dili kay siya obvious. So I don't want you to be holding your script nya. You would be looking down on it kay nagbasa ka. No. So look at the camera, do something. If you want to do manuscript style, you may. I will not stop you for that. But please do something that you would really be looking at the camera, talking to an audience in front of you. Okay? And next style is memorize speech or memorize style. In this style, if you want to memorize your script, that's fine. Anyway, you would be, if you are really the one writing your script, for sure you will really familiarize what you are writing. Kay inyong hagod, inyong hanang thoughts, inyong hanang choice of topic, inyong hanang choice of diction. When I say diction, it means the terminologies, the words, ana. So you will really familiarize your work, your own work. So if you want to do memorize style, you want to memorize your script, that's fine. Okay? The next mode, which I discourage you from doing so, is impromptu style. And we all know why, diba? Impromptu, as discussed before, for it to be successful, it has to be brief and you only have to focus on a single point only. So I discourage you from doing impromptu, especially that I would be requiring a 5-minute speech. Yeah, impromptu, dili pwede 5 minutes. Tendency, your thoughts, your words, your ideas will be disorganized. So don't do impromptu style for this kind of speech delivery that I am requiring you. Okay? And then we have modes, the last mode is the extemporaneous style. So extemporaneous style is sandwiched between memorize and impromptu. Memorize, kay you commit into your memory everything that you have written in your script. Impromptu, because you can or you may add anything that would pop up in the mind, in your mind, as long as it is related to your script or it is related to your topic. Okay, so those are the 4 modes: memorize, manuscript, impromptu, and extemporaneous. So again, you may choose between memorize, manuscript, or even extemporaneous, as long as you will not really be holding a piece of paper in your hand and ato na sige na lang mugdoko because you are reading or unsa ba, you need cues, no, you need cues, you need clues. So dili ko ganan ana. And when you look at the camera, when you deliver your speech, be direct and let the flow be smooth enough as you deliver your speech. Okay, next. The matter of delivery. So, the matter of delivery is simply what is being delivered. The topic, the talk, the speech, the point. So, mana siya ang matter of delivery. Without the matter, there is nothing to deliver. wala mo kay speech, wala mo kay script without the matter, di ba? Even if you've chosen your mode, if you don't have your matter with you, you don't have your script, you don't have your idea with you, there is nothing to deliver. Right? So, the matter of delivery is very important because that is your topic to deliver. That is your speech. In every speech, guys, I want you to always remember this. Do it like you are writing an essay. It's just that you will not be presenting it in written form. You will be presenting it in spoken form. But it's like the flow of writing an essay. There are 3 parts of an essay. 3 parts in an essay. We have the introduction, we have the body and the conclusion. So for your speech, the three parts should also be manifested. You have your introduction, you have your body, and you have your conclusion. So let's try to know what are found in each part. Okay? So for the first part, which is the introduction, make sure that you already put there or emphasize there your position, which is letter A. What is position? Position is simply what your idea is. Diba, I give you the chance to choose your own topic, to choose your own speech, as long as you will not be copying scripts from the internet or whatever. Make sure that's yours, right? So since it's yours, then you know what your position is. Let's say, for example, the very common and the most popular topic right now, especially today. Let's say love, no? Love is a very broad topic. Kay dagan man kaayo tag pwede ma-directed sa love. Love for the family, love of God for us, our love for the Lord, love of friendship, love sa lovers, love sa spouses. So kana siya, daghan kaayo. And even topic about the pain in loving or unsa ba mga ingon ana good nga thing. So love is a broad topic. Now, let's narrow it down. When you choose a topic to deliver, you narrow it down para you would be focusing on whatever you want to emphasize, and there would be unity and synchronity of thoughts in your speech. So focus lang, ayo na pagligoy-ligoy, daghan kaayo. Kay kung daghan sad kaayo kag ibutang, ganahan lang jud ka mo focus on love, and then you would be talking about asa nga direction, like maybe sa first part kay you would be talking about love for friends, sa second part love for family. Well, it's up to you, it's still fine. Okay, anyway, kamo may mubuhat, kamo may mo present, so it's still fine. Pero I also recommend and I suggest na kanang if ever you've chosen a topic and it's a broad topic, you narrow it down para you make it simple and easier to remember to your audience or for your audience. So kana na siya, no, love. Let's say we will talk about the greatest love of all in my opinion, and that's the love of God. Okay, so mauna ako ang topic and narrow down the broad topic, which is love, into a certain topic, a detailed topic, which is the love of the Lord. So my position is, or when we say position, it's your idea, it's your point of view, okay, it's your thoughts. So my position is this: the love of God is the greatest love of all, or the greatest love of all is the love of God. So nana ko, usa lang good ka sentence akong position, pero kana siya nga position that is found in your introduction. So you may introduce your speech about love before you narrow it, no, about love, what love is, kana nga mga ingon ana nga thing. You can also use for your introduction, you may use quotes, okay? So mangita ba mo dihang mga quotes, mo Google mo mga quotes about love. But please make sure that you indicate the source. Remember in our topic previous meetings that we had, kuan sa katong plunder in communication, and one of its plunder is plagiarism. So to avoid plagiarism, you just simply cite the source, okay? And if there is no source, as you've already searching, you've searched about kanang mga wonderful quotes that would suit to your topic. You've searched, or you've chosen a quote. You found out na murag wala may source, unknown man ang nakabutang. When you deliver, make sure that you don't own it. Okay? You just acknowledge as what I have read, or as what I have seen, or as what I have watched, there's this quote which goes blah 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 blah. Ana ba? So again, do not say it, do not deliver it as if you own it when it's not yours. Wait ha, your PC needs to be restarted. Na lang. So again, when you deliver and you include a quote or a saying without the source or with an unknown source, make sure you don't own it when you deliver, as if ikaw ang source. Do something to acknowledge that it is not yours. Okay? Otherwise, that is plagiarism. May it be spoken or written. If the idea is not yours, cite the source all the time. Na ni-circulate karon ba sa Facebook? Hindi lang ko mag-tell kinsa kung makakita mo ana, good. If dili, okay. So na siya caption because kita ra ba usually mahilig ra ba gyud ka itag mag-post sa Facebook, di ba nya? Magkuan din tag mga captions. And if it's not yours, like you get that line from a song, you get that line from a poem, you get that line from somebody's article, again, please cite the source lang yun. Kay kung di ko nato na i-cite ang source, it would show nga ato ana when the fact is it's not ours. So that's stealing ideas. Diba? Plagiarism is stealing ideas. So that's plagiarizing. So na ni-circulate karon sa Facebook, na siya gi-quote, gimo niyang caption, it's from a prayer daw. It's from a prayer. No nya, kahuman, wala man niya gibutang, murag 3 lines lang iyang gibutang sa iyahang caption, 3 lines lang nya. Moto na ay dayon ni bangga niya nga murag why not include everything kana moingon ana ba gikuha-kuhaan pa man gyud tulo, gi-change lang og usa ka word, but the idea is the original idea is that it came from a prayer of a saint. Okay nya, ana ba? So, nahimo na sa Dinoong issue. Okay, again, that is really an issue. That is plagiarism. And plagiarism is stealing ideas. So, to avoid that kind of issue to happen to you, just cite sources as simple as citing who owns the idea, who the source is. So, ana ra gyud to avoid plagiarism. Right? So, if you want to include quotes, lines from a poem, saying, or verse, kay labi na kanang, like for example, sa katong example lang nato, no, nga love of the Lord, there are so many verses in the Bible talking about the love of God. So, kana ba? Or even talking about love. So, naana, daghan verses sa Bible, or you simply put it there, ang kana, kung verse inyo i-use, asa siya ma-find sa book sa Bible. So, kanara, as simple as that. Okay? So, mana siyang introduction. You may also start your introduction with a question. I guess you've learned this in your English subject in high school and even in the elementary. So, how to do introduction in an essay. So, pwede ka mo start og question, gamay elaboration, introduction sa imong topic, saying, quotes, lines sa song, or whatever. Daghan kay kag pwede ma-use to include in your introduction. Okay, so maana siya ang first part of your speech or first part of your essay, the introduction. That's your position. Next, in the body. Okay, the body somehow contains the details of your position. The body contains the details of your argument. The body contains the details of your point of view. Because in the body, you find the heart of the argument or the point in detail. What is that? That's the explanation. That's your explanation of your position. So in the body, we will explain there what made me say, what made you say, so what made me say that the greatest love of all is the love of the Lord. Okay, there's a song baya that goes, or which goes, learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. Which I beg to disagree. Okay? Because for me, the greatest love of all yun, kay is the love of the Lord. In fact, there's a verse in the Bible which goes, we learn how to love others, how to love our friends, our families, how to love your lovers, because He first loved us. So, manang the greatest love of all, kaya naka-learn man ta sa source of love. So, mana ba? Now, there again in the body, I would explain, or you will explain, the details or the point of your details, or I mean the point of your position, the point of your point of view, the point of your point of view, the details of your point of view, what made you say that that is your position? Or what made you say about your position? Let's say, ang imong topic, you've chosen a topic about courage, or hope, or waiting patiently. Now, you say something about it. Okay? So, kay kung word lang na, that is not yet the position. That's just a topic. Okay? Again, kung word lang na, like love, or ang phrase na, the love of the Lord, that is not the position yet. That is the topic. But when you have descriptions, or when you say something about it, you describe it, like the love of the Lord is the greatest love of all. The greatest love of all is the description of that topic, then that is already a position. So, if you've chosen your topic already, say something about it. Let's say again, friendship in yung topic. Say something about friendship. That is your position now. When you say something about it. Now, when you explain your position, that should be included in the body because that part, that explanation is already part of the body. The body will tell the details of your position. Ang introduction, it simply introduces your point of view. Ang body, it already explains your point of view. Okay? And what's in the explanation as well? Kaya di ba mo explain good ka sa imong position. So in the explanation, you tell everything, your thoughts about it, what you have researched about it, what you have discovered about it, and then do not forget to include examples. Okay? Because your examples will be your evidence to prove that your position is certainly acceptable. Now, di ba I told you to choose between informative and persuasive. Did I tell you that you may also include argumentative speech? Or ang akong giingon ninyo is between informative and persuasive. Informative and persuasive lang, no? Okay. Now, I'm telling you, you may include argumentative na lang. Para you have the choice. And it will not be that hard for you. Because, for example, you find argumentative speech more comfortable on your part, then it's fine. Okay? Kung asa mo comfortable, kung asa mo you find things easier and faster to be done, then kana ang i-choose. Now, talking about informative speech, but when we say informative speech, we will be giving information, no? Diba I told you that when you choose informative speech, or if you choose informative speech, make sure that the information you will be giving is based on facts. Alright? So, somehow, one thing that would really prove the factuality or how real and genuine your position is when you back it up with examples as your evidence. So do not forget to back your topic up with examples as your evidence. I don't know if it is coming from this class katong question or namang sagud ko other students from the other classes nga nag-ask nako if they could use their real life examples. Now, to answer that question, definitely yes. Of course, you can use your personal experience as your example. Now, if you don't want to use your personal experience, you may get or you may borrow or you may include other people's experiences as an example. Okay? Now, if you would be including other people's experiences and these people are kuanra kana sana within your reach ra, make sure you would be asking their permission. Why? Because you would be telling others inyo kuning i-upload online, no, inyo kuning i-upload sa social media ang kanisya nga video. You would be telling other people about an experience from somebody. So make sure you ask their permission first. Okay? Nga pwede ba nako i-include ang imong experience sa ko ang speech? Ana. Right? Now, if nasad mo yung mga gustong i-include niya, kanis lang nga mga people are of course not within your reach, kay probably mao sila mga influencers, mga artista, mga famous nga mga kuan baron kanang singan ani kanang what's this, communicators, speakers, mga public speakers. It's fine. The fact that they publish their example, their lives experiences online, then that could be taken as an example. Okay, so that's fine, right? Now, if you want to use your personal experience, the better. Alright, so back it up with examples as your evidence. So, kung panalitan, balikan to nako ang example nga love of the Lord. Nya, what made me say that the greatest love of all is the love of God? And what's my experience says about it? So, I would include that. That's part of the body. Okay? And then lastly is the conclusion. So, when we say conclusion, that's the end of everything. That's the end of our speech. That's the end of your essay. You just simply, murabag i-conclude ninyo. Therefore, hearing all these things, that the love of the Lord is the greatest love of all, based on the experience, blah, 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 then you just conclude that definitely what made you say about your position is really true and acceptable. Now, if you choose persuasive speech, kanang encouraging a persuasive speech, then you may also do so. All the more na you have to back it up with examples para mas maingganyo and mas ma-encourage ang mga maminaw. If you choose argumentative speech, then dapat sadyud ka na ay evidence to prove that your argument is really factual, other than dili siya informative, it's really factual, and your argument, your position is really acceptable. So, mana siya, make sure that your essay contains your introduction, which also states your position. It should have your body. The body should have the explanation to your position. The heart, no? Back it up with examples to make or to prove that your position is acceptable and real, factual. Nya, conclude it. End it with a conclusion. When you make a conclusion also, just like an introduction, you can also include mga sayings, you can include quotes, you can include whatever that is to finalize that your point is really that this true, correct. So kana, pwede rasad ka sa imong conclusion, pwede rasad ka include og kanang mga ingon ana. So again, your speech, your essay should have the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Okay? Sige. Wait sa ha. Okay, ni-pause ko kajut kay sa akong video, daghan na mo makita sa akong video nga mga tao. Okay. Sige. So, now the manner of delivery. But before we proceed to the manner of delivery, any question regarding the matter? The matter. Katong mga naay nag-question nako, naay mga nag-chat nako, na-answer na ba inyong questions? Hello guys? Are you still there? Am I still around? Abi na ho, nawalay na ko. Okay, so any questions sa? Maybe you have kuan diha mga queries in your minds about what to do with your script, how to do it, o mga anak. So, wala na question? If there are no questions, yes, Sir Constantino, do you have a question? Forma. For now. Okay. Sige, forma. Alright. Okay, Mr. Santos. Sige. Yes, and we will talk about it later. Okay. Sige, so, if there are no questions regarding the matter of delivery, then I assume that you've understood what you need to do when you write your script. Then let's proceed now to the manner of delivery. Okay, the manner of delivery, make sure it is now the how to deliver it, right? Ganina kanang, although mode of delivery is also the how to, like manuscript ba anana. This time, the manner of delivery is another how to deliver, which includes everything, the finality of your recorded speech. Ganina, what to deliver man to ang matter, no? The matter of delivery, what to deliver. So this one, the manner of delivery is also the how to deliver your matter, your speech. So please remember that even if you do kanang manuscript, which is you will just be reading, di ba? You will just be reading the script in front of you. Make sure that whatever style that is, when you deliver your speech, it will be conversational. So what is conversational? Simple. When you give your speech, you will sound spontaneous. You will be spontaneous as if you are just talking to a friend. Kana jud kana pang mura ra kag natural way of talking to somebody you are comfortable with. Maana mo nga dili man gyud mi maka-comfortable with ana miss uy kay kanang makuyawan man gyud mi or unsa ba. Especially that it will be uploaded, no? Yeah, I would understand that sentiment, but this is how we must do it. We have to be conversational in delivering our speech. Okay? Anyway, sige lang kay later naman na ang idea nga i-upload. When you record, when you deliver your speech, for sure you would just be on your own, you would just be alone in the room or wherever. You would be taking the recording sa imong speech. So wala na kay angay kauwawan. Mas uwaw siya kung naadyo mga tao nga nagtan-aw nimo, di ba? But if you would also choose to have an audience in front of you para murag yung ma-practice nga you are looking at them, then that's also fine. That's your way. Okay? So it's fine. As long as when you deliver, when you finally videotape yourself, make sure to deliver your speech in this kind or in this style, conversational. Then eye-to-eye contact. We talked about this before. The importance of establishing eye contact. When we establish eye contact, we simply engage our listeners or we simply tell them that they are really part of the talk. That the talk is not just about you, but the talk is really you and them involved. So, muna, dapat kita, when we talk to people, there should be eye-to-eye contact. Muna, dili ko ganahan nga magsige mugduko looking at your script. Okay? Kay dapat part ang eye contact in delivering a speech. Especially when you do public speaking physically. Because who knows, no, one of these days, you would be asked to host, or you would be asked to do an impromptu speech. Huwag ka naman yung anak ba? At least you have this idea how important it is to establish eye contact to people or to your audience when you deliver your speech. So, sa inyuhang final exam, even if it is recorded, then how to establish eye contact? Watch or look at your camera. Next. The vocalics. Actually guys, kaning mga things that we are talking about right now, they are part of the non-verbal component in communication. When we say verbal component, the words we hear, the utterances, the non-verbal components, those are the things unheard but convey messages even in the absence of words. Dili man to unheard kay dili man ta makadungog sa words, but it conveys messages. Just like the facial expression. The eye-to-eye contact. The tone of your voice, so the vocalics, now the volume. This refers to the loudness or softness of a speaker's voice. The volume of your voice would somehow tell how confident you are in delivering your speech. How confident you are, how knowledgeable you are on what you are talking about. Kaya if hinay kayo imong volume, that tells that you are not certain or you're not confident. But if ang imong volume is audible enough to be heard by everyone, then it will also show how confident you are. Even magani if you are nervous, bisan pag nakuyaw-kuyawan ka, nahubag-hubagan ka dihas ka kuyaw, these non-verbal components will somehow help us show that we are confident or we are certain of what we are talking about. Okay? So, kana sad, and make sure, pananglitan, nag-record na ka, no? Nag-start na ka og record. Before you finalize, nga mauna siya, that's the final recording. Pag-start sa og record og kaan, seconds lang sa, and listen afterwards, i-stop sana siya nga recording, and listen if ever you are audible enough. Kaya naman, because we will not be using, for sure, some of you will not be using microphones. Okay, rasad, if mag-microphone mo, wala sa na problema. But if ikaw mo nga, dili mag-microphone, make sure nga ang inyong voice is audible. Kaya naman uban, like for example, sa kong mga students nga, pre-recorded ra ang discussion, ang reporting. Hinay kayo ba, dili madunggan. So, ano siya, i-test sa if ang imong pag-record is audible enough. Okay? Yeah, the rate, that's the speed. How slow, how fast you talk. So, make sure nga ang imong pag-deliver sa message kay dili sad nga ang style nga mura tagahatod og lobo nga piting hinaya and mura sa gigukod nga piting paspasa. Just enough. Okay, just enough para at least the listeners would be able to comprehend your speech. Kay sakto ra ang imong pag-deliver, sakto ra ang rate, sakto ra ang speed sa imong pag-deliver, sakto pag yun ang volume. Okay, so that's vocalics. Another part of vocalics is the pitch. Okay, unsa man ang pitch? That's the highness or lowness of a speaker's voice. And when we say pitch, that will somehow beat monotony. Nakadungog na ba mo speaker nga monotonous ra kaayo? Nakadungog na mag speaker nga monotonous? Kana bang walay ka high, walay ka low, usara gyud ka murag tone ang iyahang when he or she talks. Naa? Wala pa because when we really deliver speech in public, we have to make sure that we include pitch. Otherwise, if we are monotone, no, sa to ang pag-deliver, kana bang refers to the highness or lowness of a speaker's voice, that will really increase boredom and your listeners would not be interested to listen to you kay na-bored sila. So, to avoid that thing to happen, include pitch. Know when to make your voice high, when to make it low. Kana ba? It adds life to your speech. Kanang pitch. Okay? Pitch adds life to your speech. So, include that. Nga kaning pauses. Okay, we should know when to pause and when to stop. Pause and stop are two different things. Because when we pause, it means that we are emphasizing something or there are still other things to follow. But when we stop, it also means that that is the end of that idea in that sentence. So, pause. For example, pauses are brief breaks. So, kana, ni-pause ko. But if I say it this way, pauses are brief breaks. Then I stop. Meaning, the idea is done, complete. Okay? But if I pause, it's either I'm not done yet, there are still other things that will follow, or I am emphasizing something. So, know when to pause and when to stop. That's why when you make, or with this kind of final exam, I really recommend that you write a script. Okay? You prepare your script. And once your script is done, before you record yourself giving your speech, practice reading it so that you will know what things you want to emphasize and therefore you want to pause, or you will know now this is done and this is complete, the idea is complete, and therefore I will stop. So, kana siya. And lastly, part of vocalics is pronunciation, which is very important. Wait ha. Okay, sige. Sorry. So, pronunciation. Pronunciation is simply how you enunciate your words, how you say those words. So, make sure that you pronounce them well. And how to make sure that your pronunciation is fine. Again, practice reading your script. Kana lang jud. Practice reading your script before you finalize your recording, before you record yourself. Then, the physical manipulation. Your posture. If you want to stand as you deliver your speech, then make sure that your standing position, your posture shows your confidence. Okay? If you want to just sit when you deliver your speech, it's still fine. And make sure also that you are properly sitting. Okay? Then your body movement. The body movement will also convey its own message. So, kana, unsa man imong mga body movements, your hand movements, your facial expressions, and the manner of dressing. Okay, so talking about the manner of dressing, guys, when you deliver your speech, make sure that you look presentable, you look decent, you look appropriate. Okay? For the girls, please don't wear spaghetti strap clothing. Don't wear plunging necklines. Kana, make sure you appear decent. Okay? For the boys, don't wear sando only, nor topless. Ayaw in town, please. Okay? So, pwede mo maka-wear og polo shirt. Even ang girls, pwede mo maka-wear og polo shirt, ana, or kanang anything with collar, kana siya. Yeah, basta kanang just look appropriate, decent, and okay, presentable. Alright? Sige. Any question? Wala pa yung question so far? Sige. Wait ha. Okay. So, again, the basic types of speech. Choose whether informative, ayaw na lang ng demonstrative. Kay demonstrative, you will be demonstrating something, no? So, kato lang, informative ba? Persuasive? Kato lang. Now, speech delivery tips. Uy. It's still loading. There. Let me start with this, because when we deliver our speech, we have to make sure that it's delivered right and appropriately, also confidently. Okay? So, to make it successful, we really have to include confidence. According to Marcus Garvey, with confidence, you have won before you have started. So, makita yun na ready ka, certain ka sa imong speech, if confidence is also shown. And again, showing confidence is not a verbal component. It's a non-verbal component. So, how to do that? How to show confidence? The body language. Right. The body language, practice good good posture, but avoid being stiff. Dili sana nga magsana lang ka murata ka ng mga soldiers sa Germany nga kanang kuan kay nor kanang mga guards sa Germany nga stiff kaayo ba. Not that. Right? So practice good posture but not too stiff. Avoid fidgeting. Kana bang grabe kay kakalihok, avoid fidgeting and keep your head high. Ayaw palabi, ayaw pagsikig duko. That is not confidence. Okay? And little signs of nervousness can damage your presentation. So guys, ipagawasan na inyong nervyos, inyong kakulba. I know, I understand that talking in public speaking is really kanang murag kuan gid siya, makakulba gid siya. But again, little signs of nervousness can damage our presentation. So try to keep these kinds of nervous tics at bay. For example, kanang mo sa ka before ka imong i-record or before ka magpakita sa mga tao, or just do something to ease your nervousness. Okay? Next, project your voice well. Okay? Project your voice well. Dapat audible enough. Try to avoid, man akong giingon, include pitch. Try to avoid speaking in a monotone fashion. Nya, as much as possible, mabitaw natay script, no? Nga atong gamiton. Avoid space fillers like so mga things like that will kill the time, and yet that's not sensible. No sense at all ang mga space fillers. It's just killing the time without anything, without learning, no? So I avoid space fillers. If nagitay mga space fillers, but no, ang best way daw to combat this, to kanang salingan ani ako sa nasa jud ko no, kana to avoid this daw, it's better to pause sa ta while nagthink ta unsay sunod ba, unsay isulti. Labi na kung when we do extemporaneous, di ba, sometimes we are allowed to include anything that would pop up in the mind. So while waiting for those words or ideas to pop up in the mind, and also when you do memorize speech, while waiting kung unsa to, while you are recalling kung unsa pa to ang inyong memorize, pause na lang ka. Okay? Now, record yourself giving your speech before the actual event or before your final video. Because guys, I'm telling you, this is also a reminder for your final speech. Yes, this is recorded, but the flow of your speech should not be cut or edited. Huh? What does that mean, miss? Pwede mo mag-edit later on. Ako ipakita ninyo nga sample videos nga na siya edit, but then ang flow na sa speech, like an introduction, the body, and the conclusion should not be cut and should not be edited. Na, okay, introduction. After introduction, hunong sa ka. Then, you proceed with the body, hunong nasad ka. And lastly, the conclusion. And then, that's the end, diba? Conclusion naman. Nya, you connect them lang. You edit by connecting them all. Dili na pwede. Okay? So, ang pag-deliver ninyo sa inyong speech, start sa introduction until the conclusion should have a smooth flow. Naji? Everyone, nag-gets ra? Okay. So, if you'd like to do this, the other one, this tip, kaning sa speech delivering, record yourself giving your speech before the actual recording, the final recording, that's also fine. Kana bang i-record sa ninyo inyong self and then you play and watch. Unsa may ako ang kuwang? Unsay dapat na kong i-add? Hala, kuan na lagi hinay akong voice ani. Hala, monotone kay ko ani. Hala ka nang kuan, ana ba? Para you will know. Na if you need to have 3 takes, 4 takes, no? It's fine. Nya, imong pilian asa ang imong i-upload. Ana, that's also fine. Para na kay choices ba, and you would really be choosing the best sa imong recordings. Yeah, know your material, meaning know your topic, know your thoughts, know your ideas, know your position, know unsa ang imong i-deliver. So pick a topic you're interested in, you're comfortable with, and know more about it. You make a research about it. Okay, para imong ibutang sa imong body, imong ibutang sa imong explanation, imong research. Then practice. Like sa ako pang giingon ganina, rehearse it out loud. Right? Nya, know, hinoon, kaning siya, kay kaning know the audience. Actually, kaning siya nga slide when I made this was intended sa kanang mga public speaking na face-to-face. Karon virtual naman ta. So, know the audience, kay bao naman mo sa imong audience, kinsa asa na ninyo i-upload, that's it. Know the room. May lang sana siya ka ng public speaking physical, face-to-face. Then, another way to nip your nervousness, to ease it out, is to relax somehow. Okay, relax. Take a deep breath and let it out. Nya, do not apologize for any problem or any nervousness. Ayaw na ba nga kanang pagsugod pa lang ninyo, no? For example, good morning everyone. I am blah 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 blah. And I'm really sorry because I really feel nervous today looking at you, facing you. I'm so nervous right now. I'm so sorry for this. Ayaw na bubutangig inana. Okay? Ayaw na. Kaya that is unessential and irrelevant to your speech. Right? So, kana siya. And this one, very, very important. Concentrate on your message and not your medium. Kaya binag-atubang ta sa kamera, magkuha na ta ba? Kanang usingan ani, wala, we would lose our confidence na makulbaan na dayon ta and we forget our message. Kaya nag-atubang na bata sa camera. Namang yung mga camera shy nga person. Like ako, camera shy dyan ko. So, char. So, kana. But concentrate on the message and not the medium. Because what's important in delivering a speech or in public speaking is to deliver the message right to your audience. Okay, what for? If it's informative, so your audience will be informed. If it's persuasive, so your audience will be convinced, will be encouraged, will be persuaded. If it is argumentative, so your audience will really believe on your argument, on your point of view. So concentrate on the message to deliver to your audience and not on the medium. Okay? Any question?